Hello everyone. Welcome back to our channel USA Immigration and Visa. Today we are going to discuss about what documents do I need for a US visa interview. Let's start the video. No matter which US visa you are applying for, the visa interview is an important step of the application process. Let's find out about what documents you need to bring to a US visa interview. But first let us understand few basic things regarding US visa interview. Who needs to attend a US visa interview? Generally, anyone who wishes to enter the US has to attend the visa interview. It does not matter if you are coming for business purposes on the B1 business visitor visa, for tourism purposes on the B2 tourist visitor visa, or for any other reason on any other visa category, you have to schedule and go to the visa interview. However, visa applicants younger than 14 years of age and older than 79 years of age are exempt from the requirement to attend an in-person interview at a U.S. embassy or consulate. If you are not in this age group, you have to appoint a U.S. visa interview after you file and submit your DS-160 form and pay the visa application fees. What is the purpose of a U.S. visa interview? The primary goal of the U.S. visa interview is to verify whether the information you included in your application is true and to establish whether you qualify for the visa you are applying for. To determine that, an immigration officer will have a look at your portfolio of evidence that should feature documents proving that you meet the eligibility criteria for the desired visa. It is important that you answer all questions honestly and provide as much information as you can. If an immigration officer has a reason to suspect that you are lying or hiding some information, your visa might be denied. Attending a visa interview can be stressful, so talking to an immigration lawyer beforehand is a good idea. Usually, an immigration officer will let you know whether your visa application has been accepted right after your visa interview. What documents do I need to bring to a U.S. visa interview? Before you show up to your interview appointment, you have to make sure to prepare a number of supporting documents. You then have to bring them with you to your visa interview. The exact documents that you have to take might vary depending on which U.S. visa you are applying for. Nevertheless, all applicants have to bring the following. 1. A confirmation showing that they submitted the DS-160 form. 2. A valid passport. 3. A passport-size photograph. 4. A receipt confirming that they have paid all the fees. 5. Proof of having all the required vaccines and medical checks. 6. Proof showing that they have enough finances to support themselves during their stay in the U.S. 7. Evidence of having ties in their home country that will make them return while their visa expires, for non-immigrant visas. Failing to bring some of the required supporting documents can lead to your visa application being denied or even rejected. If you hire an immigration lawyer, they will help you put together a portfolio of evidence featuring all the documents that an immigration officer might want to look at. What happens during a U.S. visa interview? On the day of your interview, make sure to show up on time. It is not necessary to arrive much in advance, but you should avoid being late. You should only bring items that you will need during the interview, for example, the supporting documents. If you are elderly or disabled, you can bring someone to accompany you to your appointment. After you arrive at a U.S. embassy or consulate, you will have to go through a security check and through a fingerprint verification process. Then you will need to wait in line for your turn to be called to the visa interview. When your name is announced, you can proceed to the interviewer. During the interview, the immigration officer will ask you various questions and will examine the documents you have brought. If the interviewer is satisfied with your answers and determines that you qualify for the U.S. visa, they will let you know immediately. What questions will I be asked during a U.S. visa interview? There is no set list of questions that are asked during a U.S. visa interview, as each applicant's situation is different. Nevertheless, you can expect to hear questions about 1. The reason for your travel to the U.S. 2. The duration of your stay in the U.S. 3. Your accommodation in the U.S. 4. Your financial situation. 5. Your relatives or friends in the U.S. 6. Your previous trips to the U.S. 7. Your plans after your U.S. visa expires. 8. Your occupation in your home country. 9. Your intent to return to your home country after your U.S. visa ends. The exact questions you will be asked vary depending on the type of U.S. visa you are applying for and on the information you provided in your application. Make sure that you answer all the questions with confidence and that you can prove enough ties to your home country. Stressing your intentions to leave the U.S. after your visa expires is very important. That's all in this video. See you next time in another video. Thanks for watching.